If I talk about now, I join me community. No, what follow me? Who follow me? I know I join me community. No, so I join the community. Now I didn't see me. So now I join my fan club. No, Ube Mia, Akuma sign I want me doing and I try join. Ube Mia so, Umia so. Odi coin back. Jumana, come up. I've seen you. Jumana will come and she'll run away. Okay, Nyambesti, but I've seen you. Jumana.
I'm come to. I'm always down there watching you. So you're doing a good job at just trying to stay objective, neutral, but explaining the facts. So I just watch.
Today I'll be going into the injunction, the suit.
Okay.
So maybe I'll need your help if Lawyer Boatin doesn't come around very early. Sometimes he's busy. Yeah.
I was even listening to him earlier on. I was I think 2 days ago he came, 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I'll be bringing him soon, but he can also stand. I'll be breaking down the injunction suit. I received the injunction suit yesterday, and someone else sent it today again. I didn't get an opportunity to read through because I was editing the new video, Bushampeni's audio.
Okay.
Yeah, Abusampeni was contradicting himself so many times in the audio. So,
do you know what makes me laugh? Mr. Owusu was happy for Mr. Collins to plan something similar in March. And now he wants to put an injunction on the same thing from the immediate family. As someone who's in the legal field, it just seems to be a lot.
And his audio is flying everywhere that he doesn't care.
It doesn't care.
If anybody does a new funeral. And this was an interview right after. He
used the word funeral. He used the word funeral.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The funny thing is, he said, "I wouldn't." If he had
I'll
said,
be playing that for you as well. So
yeah. If he had said, "I wouldn't mind
someone does," a long night tonight.
It's gonna be funny. If he said, "I don't mind if someone does another celebration of life," but he even used the word funeral.
And his injunction is talking about funeral.
Yeah. Even though this one is a celebration of life, of course, men, when they say that, they sometimes mix their words and say funeral.
And guys, the only advice I'll give to you today is that all the people who are failing to see the truth, to speak the truth, and to lean on the truth, this is the best time for you to know the kind of friends you have.
100%. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. This is the best time to know the kind of people you have around you. Just be very, very careful.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe I said, well, I could be what because I'll be honest with you, yeah, and everybody knows that. If someone said to me, go and take mommy because that's their worst case on, I would not be able to because I'm emotionally attached. I'm extremely emotionally attached to the woman. In my head, she's my adopted mom. My partner until it can be about her now, it hurts me. So I wouldn't be able to. I would personally get.
You won't be able to do justice to the case.
To her because I would be emotionally attached. But Sarah would be on the comments. Hell, Jai, like Sarah, Jumana, Jai. She would even come on my thingy. Don't talk like that, and I have to always listen to her. I'm like, sorry, Sarah, sorry. She would always picking up on my when I get emotional. She's like, no, you're better than that. So Sarah could be me that was sister. You're always teaching me how to,
You Atlas, you are muted, okay? You are muted throughout the live. You have to come back with another fake account. I'll deal with all of you. If you can't do what I'm doing, you can't come here and insult me.
Oh, someone said
If you come here today, if you come here and you think that because I say it's a neutral platform, you come and write anything you like, I'll just mute you throughout the live. You have to go and create another fake account and come back. When you do it again, I mute you.
Let me be honest.
I'm not about the numbers. I just want to serve my little community.
No, let me tell you something. Yesuba also mutes me. Even me, I get muted. I'll be honest with you, if I get emotional and get a bit nippy, or muting me for the whole life, I'm a crabber.
No, but that day, I felt like you were allowing people to get to you. That is why I muted you. So
no, but it's not, I think it's fair. Sometimes, listen, I think it's fair. Sometimes I need to be muted because I get emotional.
There are some people, when I see that they are fighting the comment section, I respect them so much. I just don't want them to be wallowing in that condescending manner. So I try to
Abusua na where you write Obebreki
I get it.
Abusua pani
I wasn't offended though. I just said
see when I was you Lumba family no Obebreki ni down on my why Abusua na where you write
calm down.
Was wunya man in program
I said calm down. So I straight away and calm down. I didn't take it offensive at all.
Yeah. I do that all the time. If I care about you, if somebody is attacking you, I get riled up. Like, hello, Ajua V. Guys, if you have not joined my community, do so now. Do so now. Click on the heart shape sign. We are 200. Let's keep tapping. Let's get to 400. Let me just flow. The injunction is here. The writ is issued in Accra. The suit number is JGF/0437/202. In the High Court of Justice between Ebushampeni Kofi Usu, House number AH 09801241, Ebuakwa Kumasi. He is the plaintiff, and it's against Akosia Sewa Fosu, Robert Jemfi, aka Wafaya Opoku. I thought Akosia Sewa Fosu is divorced though. But always they address her Fosu.
Because that's her legal name. That's her legal name. And people
Fosu. Nanaya Wakosa, aka Papa Shi.
Oh God.
I'm surprised. Somebody who was divorced, they always address her as Fosu. I wonder, how can somebody who is divorced maintain their name and then the same name is fighting that name? You know, like, it's quite funny, you know. Vera J, welcome in. Danny, I see you. Danny Gold, I see you. So guys, let's keep tapping. Let's keep reposting. Let's share the live. Akosia baby, renew your heart to me. Ubana, this thing you see on my head. Click on the heart-shaped sign close to my name. And you don't know what's going on. Ebusafeni has filed an injunction suit against the maternal family of Daddy Lumba, including Papa Shi's friend. If you disrespect anybody in the comment section, I'll mute you throughout the live. You won't be able to type a thing. You'll be angry. You just go to another place. So be civil. Allow people to breathe while you are breathing. No disrespect whatsoever. I'll be getting along soon. I'll start reading very soon. Maybe I should play some music.
the music me the
play music. Play music.
The funny thing is, my other phone, the cracked one, was working. All of a sudden, I wanted to do this thing. It just went off.
Oh no.
So I'm charging it a bit. It's working. Oh, okay. I now understand why.
And you know, soon as friend is sending me my neighbor to that works you.
if you are listening to me, we have 224 amazing people in the house. So many lessons to learn. I'll be doing a video on lessons learned in the Daddy Lumba case. Guys, this is the time to know the kind of friends around you. This is the time. Don't let me tell you again. This is the best time to know the kind of friends you have, the kind of people you have around you as friends.
But so anyum ninti why na yi every so na yakoye ni mama yenko ha sei. Obebreki siu na Abusua pani siu we no ama ye wo hunti no. Mama yentwe no why na owie nti mama yenko ha na yentie ayi kakra. To be a gay, to be a guy. Yes, sir.
One chain don't maame da because me ti social media no ko ma social media odo broni asem we ana de ni ba social media odo broni asem we na de akwa we ba TikTok akwa we odo broni asem na de ni ba TikTok Daddy Lumba ti asimpo no no nim Daddy boat oh baby I nowhere Daddy boat no odo broni ni ku Daddy boat no ayi Daddy Lumba no nim baby no nim mo woman ma sama okata usini wo nim wo only thing the once be wo baby and no cramp no na na wo because wo nim wo so why ene wo be can tro be dia tro e dia tro dia to me so abra wa send obi naked pictures dia mame na wo deny your public sa wo nye eno nti na me say boni wo dia eyisuma wo bo mi din ko ye dai me patro e asembe na esie e asembe ana esie bu na woni sasem ketwa e asembe ana esie bu na wo fili say asem ketwa me dia so
mo camp or mo base fu ni ene ye so base fu ni ba ko bi on so ye rasta ate depression for oh and you
e kan crash all
see a share the end of the on fire.
And what's your share? So, we mean,
Sabata some no work at all.
If I'm a power tap screen is for my wine, more power tap it and my the Pamacho is from your Pamacho, the any power tap screen is for my end. I'm on share life, no post life, and you see.
Would you cry me more? I can't crash now. Would you pour me more? Just what would you? It's me and what you see a sanket to be a buyer. What Jimmy would have feel say as some ketwa, Minas and Ketwa, mammy, a big issue. Because we are poor, Nansen with him, and I will feel say as some ketwa.
But your dog running camp, boy, be no, no, my friend is a TikTok lawyer who said, yeah.
no single day no bet me feed me. Lodina, ube come on problem, Gana or Gam, I would Gaman and said, you know, and the privacy. On come and warming call, and your no privacy. We need to be a man, you so we need blow, be a bar, men, you
wine will be done. Now, Momo Soya and Mubabi, dear boy, at them. Power tap in my hand. One out to so bad. One out to so bad. Me Makuma, a tutu. Me Makuma, me Betina, back on fast someone check. Betina back on fast someone check. Or say a something kai facade masi. Urobuni one small biaso me buano. The takas as with the bia. And your Tonya Kumapa. And Milia Bano. Or that kama semat remua. Ye kinim. And I catch them. Now wait and you do bring in Yakusa Sewa. Wait a personal issue. You know what that the boat would do, or don't bring yet here, we need the baby. We need that the Lumba baby, so don't bring in your head. And you wish, I don't mean Simubi, and you may matter. But that the Lumba, we need the baby. So men travel, and for more once for in a say. Because of who any penny bremo and dear now who be proven near news and power now. Who sing Colasha was where you went back or where Jimmy. In Colano, so I swear to you, Uncle Bo between social media. And could control. And Colano who feels so much so was so that the boat of the young you would do. And no one is going to say, no, more than Yamia Kwana, you to make a wife for Yamia Kwana. The water, and so the people and the answer is 30 years. It's really then you would say, and I knew we have say, yes, Papadia. Now, when you are opportunity in one and say, almost actually, send me, send me, I say, you want to hide because I have myself now, but the truth is, Sassy will be pure catch them. Kinke, we are dancing, Kinke, dancing, assembly, we call them him. Meet me here, me came home, Obitum Pier, me came home. And I want that the boat to grow ye. One of them, one of my quality music. I want you. That breath, if I'm a Chamuba, I'm so confident about what happens to my end. I don't know who you are. Jen, one tapping my head. I was just a while. Me matana, you won't, me need that boat in the woman. And you must know. Medical can have. Obi also first time come be exposed to me patro first time na nye omo na me e godo bodi na me exposed no. Na ye ntro obi a be twa to me so. Ana na me be clear saade no. Utie ni. Na ma pa bonti a me be clear. Nti mo mane to maso me nya da je bo record ni nyina me ma be cheche ne nsem o kan sika sami kro kan yi no. Ma chere ni mu sa se we nka me nka because I don't want to say no ka. Me yes me be kan first no mo kan wa so be ya. O ma ko shechi eni ni para ko kasa tro ho na no. E yo mu business. Me dili adia ye no kre. Me dili adia ye tro. Me person na no asem no ka se onye ye no e na me reply no. Yanko, scam the demand on the source. One the Sassica will make one wasn't me. You do I make one wasn't the Yemen, yes, yeah, I make one much every day. I'm sure she can be a baby. You know what I say, I'm a presentation of you. As a film, perform for the dinner actually. Now it's your dinner. And now we are in a name of cigar. Many no sense in this car. 12,000 years, and I said, we have a dose. 1 million. She's still out, so which never flies. So that's all I know. Already, the Bianca, you almost say, I'm my Papa, you almost say, I'm my
maybe I saw TikTok judge and almost or double aside in some question. Mummy and Tia said, what shall see? And I almost couldn't mama and Tia because he said, we be chassis and you're picking away.
Let me see or see a yo. Me no, me can't.
Meko, asem no so video. What send me entrem. Any. Me paso obia onim that boat any. Moshe. Obi onim that boat. Obi onim that boat pa no. E be trema de. E ba me nyi fu o de besam de chere nsem ne donso. De besam de chere na nsem de chere. Obi onim that boat pa no. Moshe sa di wi. Ah de ne chere nam de me de chere wo. Moshe wa picture ni. Oh, don't worry about the numbers, okay? Nana Kitichi.
You know, Fabra from Kakra, my answer was, you know, they are to an academy. Yeah, good. From Kakra, down. To be a we wish you.
Man, there's a
You need to be a baby good to tissue.
Yes, I'm gonna be doing it.
Say it. Now you win it, Papa. You win it, Papa.
So a naked video, no.
Because of that, someone can go trust let's power tap the light. Over time, some man up for what you put now. Go trust the man let's power tap. As go down in the trust let's power tap the light for move. No, it's like why I think we'll move for you.
That's me. Because we were Uncophobia may give you on the Kaya Vijay, but where yet, Mrs. Sansom will cancer record you, can one be a few. Remember the answer of home. Remember the answer of home, empty that dear so by him. Papa on Yami Bonita. That dear so by him, on Yami Bonita, and you, and was
Check Papa. Hey.
Mama can't come with ready again in your fire. You would have really about now the country for ya.
Hey, Debbie. Now, ain't it Obi could ya dance here? Nippani nim no. I said, we are serious. Dancing.
Okay. Yeah, we are Asha see a near fun. Why?
taking outside.
What's on Shasi? Dear,
Oh, Tron, the body dance him out, pray that.
Where that is so abandoned, I am quiet. Where that is so abandoned and Guanibia.
To be very confused. When they could hear dance, and also when they say, "While I pay, no, I did that before you sit down." No, no, say yes. Then you see, when you do on finally say who do bring it that I just say me buy it, and I feel so finally who that the Lumba should that. This one you could hear dancing.
And now we say we could dance now.
No, concerning one said the Okasa. Because what take to be more. Oh, that little bad.
What is that dance? And you know what I was saying, who only moment to go dancing now.
I don't know if I can get Lawyer Bracco or Future. Can someone invite Future for me? I can't go back to mine.
shit. A union, Codantrinum crowdy, who dear good up it. Or some bears.
What's your answer, Nancy? Anything I illegal for any agent was here on.
I'm quite sure. And was swinging it at the almost shed them. That about to be time and trust said. Or no, on him was swinging in a year to or yet to be man, into to be flap upon the direct. You remember also.
Papa, no two for Pamono. Then the quarter that formed the door.
Yes, and Kwana, nay, better from a better for my chum will be a minimum to crack out with DB. I will maintain and yen and a better from a buy archer.
Where you pro or pick us some buy and now Moko no more do Obama. Where you for
me? And somebody here now we are trying to answer to meet us.
To be the other way, be slow.
Tell me if you can read what's there. Can you read?
Can read it too.
Okay. So it means that it's legible enough. So we are planning to pack his maternal family with an injunction suit against the Lumba celebration of life. Is that I should make those in the box smaller? How? No, that's the most I can get. Now that's the. Where are you, script? Where are you?
So one shall I'm out for life. Pesa me friend we are not coming to me at the crame and a may night you make argument. Or that me dante.
Okay, Yanko. Akosha baby, yeah, if you know someone like that, you can bring the person. If you know somebody like that, you can bring the person. It's my phone now.
Pachoba son wa invite ya mami wa na. What like it, mami.
Guys, let's go. Tell a friend to tell a friend, say, class are shots here.
Yesuba, Chris Teddy says to drop her.
Who? Okay. Who wants to be?
Yesuba, you can drop me and pick somebody else.
Okay.
I'll join you.
Yes, so good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Napume.
Boko.
Yeah, I'm happy with your show, but I have concerns why you have Honorable Ken and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia's picture in your flyer.
They are not the only people there.
We're quite a bit concerned. That's the emphasis I said the MPP no be rasa issue be.
Madam, mananya ni program.
Just a question, sir.
I don't know.
I can see Ebonowa today. Or Ebonowa to his MPP.
That's fine. Bonowa or no nasa munko.
No nasa no mudo onye nipa.
Guy never anything.
Fine. What down for?
Me.
Kim Paluta, as I mean,
Kim Paluta,
I mean, King do no better me also. But as in Honorable Ken, Dr. Babu went to the end, your concern.
It has been there since
because I know, but it just clicked my mind. But the thing is, say, I my problems on that count. As in, and I say, in internal elections, and that, your person, your man, bra from. MPP 70 era.
Obe family and kumelu mu say madam manenya ni program. Amu yen seso do. MPP and this omu nya nipa.
It has been there since. It was these captures of trending issue. When you guys were doing your internal election, you put it there so that we could talk about it, but it has nothing to do with the DL issue.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so these are captures of trending issues that we talked about, not for DL.
That's why.
Okay, so good. So I will leave a spot for you to come because I have just Jumana here, but I'll be happy if you come along and then we do this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Jumana.
Yeah.
I just spoke to Lawyer Boatin. He said he will join us.
Where? I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I mean, I just spoke to Lawyer Boatin. So he said I should give him about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, he will join us. So, guys, today the topic is Abusua to pack hits maternal family with an injunction suit against Daddy Lumba. Yeah, against Daddy Lumba's celebration of life. So I want to read the document. The suit number is GF 0437202. Writ issued from Accra. Writ of summons. Order 2-3. Writ issued from Accra, 18th February 2026. So that's 2 days ago. And then the suit number is GF. Is it GJ or GF? I don't know if it's F or J, but 0437/202. In the High Court of Justice, Accra. So the case is between Abusua Panins Kofi Owusu, house number AH09801241, Ebuakwa Kumasi. He is the plaintiff. Abusua Panins Edi Asem Nakodan Court. Asem Dibiao. Guys, if I pick you and you drop, I'm not going to pick you again because I don't want empty boxes. That's why I pick people. So if you want to drop now, so that when I start and people, screen recorders are picking it, you won't be dropping. You understand? So if you want to drop, please drop now, so that I'll pick someone else. So the plaintiff is Abusua Panins Kofi Usu, house number AH09801241, Ebuakwa Kumasi. And the defendant, first defendant is Akosia Sewafosu of Germany. Her address is in German, so I don't. Robert Jemfi, aka Wafayao Poku Kumasi, second defendant. Ernestina Fosu, house number, plot 22, block W, Bomso, Kumasi. That's the third defendant. And then, by Ernestina Fosu, she's in Germany. Is she in Ghana? Why is her address Ghanaian? Nanaya Akosa, aka Papashi, Accra, fourth defendant. So I read. An action having been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiff, Abusua Panins Kofi Usu, you are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on you, inclusive of the day of service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you. Light, really?
Yes, they are discussing it, but Agogo wants to drop, so you can drop him and pick your queer packaging.
Light, you said you sent what to me. Where did you send it? Where did you send it? Make sure comment, then I'll see. Maybe I should. I need something to monitor my comments with that can give me easy access to block some people. Guys, I'll get back to the letters shortly, I beg you.
Yeah, chosen. Agogo wants to drop.
Vice, please let me focus. I'm coming.
Okay.
You put the camera on first.
Okay, so I can use this one. So So I can use this one.
Yesuba, I mean, you'll be a co-host.
I've been small coast. Yeah, we quite no problems. One small coast.
No.
I don't even want moderators. So I have just 2. And they are doing amazingly well. So I took moderators and coast. I got issues. So I don't want that again. I think it's a mistake I made. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so an action having been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiff, which is Abusua Kofi Usu. You are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on you, inclusive of the day of service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you. So, what the writ is saying is that if the moment you receive the writ, you have 8 days to appear for the suit to start, the case to start. So the next page is the statement of claim. The plaintiff's claim is for a declaration that the plaintiff, as Abusua of the Ekwana royal family of Pakusu and Isuta, has the sole and exclusive authority to organize, supervise, and approve the burial and funeral rites of the late Charles Kwejofosu. I take it again. From the Form 1, the statement of claim from the plaintiff, it says that a declaration that the plaintiff, as Abusua of the Ekwana royal family of Pakusu and Isuta, has the sole and executive authority to organize, supervise, and approve the burial and funeral rites of the late Charles Kwejofosu. So, in the first point in the statement of claim, Abusua is asking the court, the Accra High Court, to pronounce him or declare him as the Abusua of the royal family of Pakusu and Isuta, and he has the sole and exclusive authority to organize, supervise, and approve the burial and funeral rites of the late Charles Kwejofosu. Point 2, a declaration that the burial and funeral ceremony held on 13 December 2023 constituted the final and valid funeral rites of the deceased under Akan customary law. Point 3, a declaration that the defendant's proposed celebration of life events scheduled for 28th and 29th March 2026 is unlawful, unauthorized, and contrary to Akan customary law. Point 4, in the statement of claim of Abusua to Park or Abusua Kofi Usu, an order of perpetual injunction, an order of perpetual injunction restraining the defendants, their agents, assigns, or privies from organizing, performing, advertising, facilitating, or holding any further funeral, burial, or celebration of life ceremony in respect of the late Charles Kwejofosu without the express consent and authority of the plaintiff, which is Abusua Kofi Usu. Point 5 in the statement of claim. An order of interim and or interlocutory injunction pending the final determination of this suit, restraining the defendants from proceeding with the advertised event scheduled for March 2026 or any similar event. Italy. An order restraining the defendants, that's point 6. An order restraining the defendants from soliciting or receiving donations from the public in the name of organizing any funeral or memorial ceremony for the deceased. Point 7, costs, including legal fees. And then point 8, any further orders that this honorable court may deem fit in the circumstances. Dated at Baba Jamal and Associates in Accra, this 16th day of February, 2026. So the letter was written on the 16th. Yes. It got to the court by 18th. And today on the 20th, I'm holding it, I'm reading it. So where did it start from here? From 1. Let me see. So the writ continues. The fourth defendant is a self-styled evangelist. What's self-styled? Meaning that nobody. The letter is saying that evangelist Papa, he is calling himself an evangelist. That's what the preamble. After the statement of claim, the preamble that is referring to, or that is talking about evangelist Papa is saying that Onoankasa no afre no ho. Amusi, the fourth defendant is a self-styled evangelist. So the writ is saying that evangelist Papa Shi enya nyame na afre no Onoankasa na ofre no ho evangelist.
Na so nyame frɛ no obi ani ho ntia de normal.
Who publicly holds himself out as an agent, spokesperson, or representative of the defendant in respect of the acts complained of the herein. So, Abusua is saying that evangelist Papa Shi is claiming himself as an evangelist. He is a self-styled evangelist. Onoankasa na watu ne ho din friend ne ho evangelist.
Na so ono so ana to ne ho Abusua Penny. And they are normal.
Onenam na o claim say oye evangelist. Na bontin so no odi no abesi o say obi a oye agent. Esaye okasamafo ana di ojiremuma defendants no eye akosia sewa fosu enesina fosu eni wafaya opoku Papa Shi ankasa atam ne ho abejina say ono ase o evangelist. At the same time no Osanso projecting him as the spokesperson and the agent our Kasama, the maternal family of Daddy Lumba, made up of Fosina Fosu, Wafaya Opoku, Missy Fosina Fosu, Enesina Fosu, Wafaya Opoku, and Omode Akosha Sawa Fosu, account. I had Daddy Lumba European. I think I'm reading from the back. Let me see. Hey, my document, back is missing. Because I'm reading from point 6, a point. So, anybody with the document can. I don't know who, sir. I'm coming, guys. I have missed one. I think I didn't download the 1 to 5. Eba. I don't have the 1 to 5. My patron be or what? 1 to 5. No fan sending me why? Eba. There must be a document with pointers 1 to 5. I don't have that one. Okay. I've seen it. I've seen it, guys. I've seen it. Thank you. I've seen it. Jumania didn't hear. Okay, so it says that. So point 1, the Amikoka near 5. Papa she near 5. Point 5. From point 1, statement of God. Say the plaintiff is the head of family of the corner royal family of Pakusu and Isuta in the Ashanti region. Almost say Abusua penny Kofi Usu. Ono na ye a corner Abusiano. I wa Pakusu ni Isuta no yomu omuti. Ono no yomu Abusua penny. Point 2. The first defendant was pronounced as one of the customary wives of the late Charles Kwejofosu, aka Daddy Lumba, by the ladyship Mrs. Dorinda Atta, PhD, in a judgment delivered on the 28th of November 2026 by the High Court, Kumasi, in suit number GJ 12/20/2026. 2026, yes. 80.2 needs to see first defendant, no, Mrs. Akosia Sewafosu. Akroman, Omochona Akosia Sewafosu. The first defendant, Akosia Sewafosu. Abusua penisi Omuko court. And a judgment about on the 28th of November 2026, no. Court Rika say first defendant Akosia Sewafosu. of November 2026, no. Judgment there by no. Judgment free Mrs. Dorinda Atta, her ladyship, Mrs. Dorinda Atta, judge no. If you know by say Akosia Sewafosu no, or ye Daddy Lumba yere under the customary law. If you are here, and now a mamre warrior and your ordinance. It's your trade date, no, any suit number. Defendant number 2, or a member of the corner royal family of Pakusu ni Suta. Defendant number 3, or no say a member of the corner royal family, ordinarily resident in Germany. Ordinarily resident in Germany. The third defendant is also a member of the corner royal family, ordinarily resident in Germany. ordinarily in this way, she not see anything. La Jumana.
Yes.
La Jumana, what does the ordinarily resident means?
Because essentially, they normally live in Germany. That's what ordinarily means. It means they normally live in Germany. There's the word normal makes So you're saying, where did or take Ghana mo or take UK mom? What you saying?
Okay, you.
This is really interesting because there's a whole issue around jurisdiction, etc. Because he's trying to sue individuals who are German nationals.
We will go into that. Let me finish with you. We'll go into that. Vikings, you are muted throughout the live, okay? Go elsewhere, okay? You are muted throughout the live. I'm promising you that. When I see any disrespectful comment, I'll just mute you. You can go elsewhere. Point 6. So it is established that Ernest Nafosu ordinarily lives in Germany. Onoye the third. Now, point 5. The fourth defendant is a self-styled evangelist. Where you know evangelist who publicly holds himself out as an agent, spokesperson, or representative of the other defendant in respect of the acts complained of herein. They are coming to mention some acts. Nyome bia Papa Shiaye. We know soy evangelist. Odini ho che amansan e wo bedwem na bontin se onu no jinama the maternal family of Abusua the maternal family of Daddy Lumba, made up of Akosia, Enesina Fosu, Wafayapoku and Co. Point 6. Almost see the plaintiff avers that the late Charles Kwejo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba, was an intentionally acclaimed Ghanaian musician and a royal member of the Corner royal family of Pakusu and Isuta. A royal member of the Corner royal family of Pakusu. So Daddy Lumba is a royal member of the Corner royal family, both in Pakusu and Isuta. Point 7. The plaintiff avers that the late Daddy Lumba passed away on the 26th of July, 2025 at the Bank Hospital in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. It's a Abusua Penisu Kawa Hase. Daddy Lumba no. 26th July 2025. Our Bank Hospital, our Greater Accra. Abusua Peni per se. Defendant Tiasie. Said Daddy Lumba. Oye, this year precope. Emma Fosu royal family wa Pakusu ni Suta. Ena osewu our Bank Hospital le one crime on the 26th of July 2025. Where na Abusua Peni na eka. Point 8. See, the plaintiff avers that due to the intentionally renounced stature of the late Daddy Lumba, a funeral planning committee was duly instituted, comprising the third defendant, other members of the Corner family, representatives of the wives, musical institutions, and traditional authorities, among others. Ahanu Abusua Peni say that Lumba sending an case yet sending an status here in society as a renowned musician. Omu sisa omu form committee. A committee no na nyum to forum. Na third defendant. Eyo fire opoku. I hope I'm not wrong with the third defendant. And the Sinafosu, third defendant today, and the Sinafosu. I'm forming committee, no. Na and the Sinafosu account. Na other members of the corner family account. A corner Abusua for ni bisu account. Ebimu bejina mu ema. Oyirinu mienu aye odobroni ene akosia sewa anyum to four bam for no bebre na ba mu
maame Brempongmaa
ena ahemfo enso account omo omuni mama mre ni amane na omo kan. Point 9. The plaintiff averred that prior to the funeral and burial of the late Daddy Lumba, the first defendant instituted an action at the High Court, Kumasi, suit number GJ12/20/2026, seeking, among other reliefs, an injunction to restrain the plaintiff as head of family from organizing the burial and funeral rites of the deceased. Itahanu Abusua Penny Kase. Answer no mubabe siye Daddy Lumba. First defendant ya kosia sewa edini court. Se okosiki injunction. Edi akosi ni kwanse mani nko Daddy Lumba yi. Point 10. That in the injunctive ruling delivered on 30th October 2025, the High Court Kumasi, the same suit number GJ12/20/2026, dismissed the injunctive application and affirmed the plaintiff's authority to organize, supervise, and approve all funeral and burial processes of the deceased. Ahanumuno Abusua Penny say, or this asem no kodan court, akosia sewa edi asem no kodan Kumasi High Court say, my young man kwan, my young Abusua Penny kwan mani nyeda Lumba yi. Court no eto sa injunction ni to twene ye. Eka say Abusua Penny betimi akoye na yi. Owo ho kwan say owo ho kwan wa kwanya wotumi say obe hihye obe organize obe jiremu ahwe no asanso approve ade bia e Father Lumba ne ye ne ho. Point 11. The plaintiff avers that subsequently the third defendant invoked the sacred oath of the Asantehene and summoned the plaintiff before the Santimine Tribunal. The Santimine Tribunal equally affirmed the plaintiff's authority to organize and supervise the funeral and burial rites of the deceased. Osi ehonano plaintiff ni saka say emrana yemo musa ruling no area no third defendant eye first enesina fosu oko invoke oko kan nananom ntam kese emo kopia infie asem bibia omukodu menhia asem bibia ho no dia ekoba eni say menhia asem bibia ho no esan di Abusua Penny tumi no esan hye ne nsabiem say onkonko ye na yie. Point 12. Therefore that the plaintiff Abusua Penny avers therefore that acting on the recommendations of the funeral planning committee at Santimine Tribunal and under his authority, supervision, and direction as head of family, the final burial and funeral rites of the late Daddy Lumba were duly performed on 13th December 2025 at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, Kumasi, after which the deceased was buried in accordance with Akan customary law as a royal. Or see, oh, Gina, and some a free court to buy a year planning committee, no, or Gina, no so. O Jana nanum asem dibia insema mo kan ye funny to me say ebusuapeni say dai lumbe ye no omoye no on the 13th our baba yara sports stadium e wo Kumasi na omuwie ye no omusie dai lumba say odihye e wo akan amamre ne amane kwan so. The plaintiff averred that the burial and funeral held on 13/2025 were publicly announced and widely attended by family members, traditional rulers, national and international dignitaries, musicians, friends, and members of the general public. Wow. Ebusuapeni say that the Lumba ne ye no. Our no on the 13th no. Omubo udero ama mansanti ye. Na edom efri ebusheni mu ebe ye na se. Osi empenifo a wo muni mamane na mamre ayenfo dodo eba ye. Osi oman mu penifo a ebi wo ha ebi sa wa manoni eba ye. Anyumtufo ba ye. Adamfofo ba ye. Ena general public amansan omuina ba ye. Point 14. The plaintiff avers that the children of the deceased were present at the said funeral to honor their father. The first defendant refused or neglected to attend despite due notice and notwithstanding that her name appeared in the obituary as a widow. Point 14. Osi eyi that luma maina ebe yinu. Omoba ebe hwe ho papa nim ebe hye ne nuonyam. Nanso ne yiri pani eye akosia se wafo so ye first defendant. Osi ne bu se omma. Oye na dwi se omba emreana ya kache no asadi ne dia hye obituary mu se oye okunafo osinibu se omba. The plaintiff avers that the funeral and burial of the late Daddy Lumba as royal were successful and widely covered by both local and international media and remain matters of public record. Osi Daddy Lumba yenu edon basie na asem isem trefo dudu na ewo Ghana ni amanoni na ba ye beye den ebe twaye ntie na okase yi no sa semi okase yi no obi ani nti ya Daddy Lumba yi a public record. Point 16. After the burial and funeral, the plaintiff, together with principal members of the Ekona royal family, the wife of the deceased, and available members of the funeral committee, formally acknowledged and appreciated all donations and contributions made toward the funeral. Or say, 8.16 no. Osho mu ye no. Ono Abusua oni impeniphobia ewo Ekona royal family ni mu Ekona adeshi konkro Abusua ni mu. Any niawewu no ne yere anotro wife one two wives. Any woman ye fa omo say woman be ka ona yen hihye yie no. Yen plan yie no. Omudo bibiasia obeche wo musika. Omudi omuhu be share eyenu mudi omuntubua ana wo munsawane bibia ebaye.
Bring it.
The plaintiff averts that the fourth defendant, within the first week of February 2026, publicly announced a second funeral event dubbed the Celebration of Life on various media outlets in honor of the late Daddy Lumba. Ahano, four defendants there, Papashi, Evangelist Papashi. Osi Ahano, Abusua penisi. In the first week of February, no, Evangelist Papashi, Eba Bontin, Ebe Bodero, say, Wamu beye a year at Tosuminu. Ah, Wamu atuno, the celebration of life. Now, Okano war in some 12 war any stations be brave, and can't answer no. Say, Wamudi ba Betty Daddy Lumba nim, Amudi ba Wawano. Ebe Shene New Yamp. Point 19. There be point 18. The plaintiff averts further that this second funeral event, dubbed the Celebration of Life, is scheduled to take place on the 28th and 29th of March 2026 without the consent, approval, or authorization of the plaintiff as head of family. 80.18. Abusua penisi. Sa de roboya. Papa she ebe boy no. Wabeka ten crofo say March 28th and 29th no mu ba beye. Sa celebration of life yi. Now no Abusua peni a oti ekwo na Abusua no no. Omumbo na mane. Omumbe ji ni nsem nhira. Omumba ne ho se omo makwenya se womunkoye sa celebration of life no. Se onu ti o se Abusua peni for ekwo na Abusua a ewo pakusu ne suta no. Oti ho na papa shi akobodero se okwakoye celebration of life amada di Lumba abra ono ye Abusua peni no. Yemma na amane yemba ni nsemu beji ni nsemu nhira yemba ni nsema onfa ni tumi emmo mo se wo monko enko ye no enso papa shi akobo hundero. Naman point 19. Osi, the plaintiff averts that the defendant's announcement to organize another funeral event on the 28th March 2026 and 29th March 2026 is without consultation with Priscilla Ofori, aka Odobroni, the customary and lawfully recognized wife of the late Daddy Lumba, the children of the deceased, and in blatant disregard of Akan customary law. Abusua penisi. Papa she the Robano called boy yes or muko yes celebration of life no. So muko ye fufro on the 28th and 29th of March no. 2026 we know. It's without consultation with Priscilla Ofori, aka Odobroni. Or see say ye no muko akoye no. And a celebration of life no muko akoye no. Papa she enko any Daddy Lumba yeria. Amameni amania kwanso eni yemra kwanso no wamu jini tum se oye Daddy Lumba yire eni ne ma na webu enimtia edi etia amameni amania ewo akan omaimu wamba Priscilla Ofori ano Dobroni oni na nkodi nkita oni na nkobon komo
Japani way bodan
amfa na nkobon komo obi a akan amamremu ene ye mra kwan so no oye recognized wife of Daddy Lumba oni ne won ma ne ma no ye nkobon mo amane ne mo ni Odobroni woni ye nkobon mo amane se ekoye omo papa celebration of life onu oyire na amane ni amamre kwan so no akan amamre kwanso ya gina tum se oye oyere no Yamra Kwansu Ghana Mremuno, Yasan Jinitum so no need that Lumba Yereno. I mean, can you know when you may know somebody?
Hey, Abusua penny
The plaintiff averts that the defendant's announcement to organize another funeral event on the 28th March 2026 and 29th March 2026 is without consultation with Priscilla Ofori, aka Odobruni. Let's say, I must say, a year full from Daddy Lumba. Yeah, Bayamano, and a celebration of life from Muba Bayamano. Papa she bebo de runu, wakobo de ro. Eja ne yeria amania na mamre kwanso ye gini tum so yo yeri emra kwanso so ye gini tum
enti eno na si wo
mu no Lumba yeri a oni ni wo ma papa shi anko eni na anko boss ankomo se okoye ni kunu celebration of life ne maso no papa shi anko eni o ma anko bon komo se ye koya mo papa ni celebration of life. And afe papa si ebu enimtia we 29 e si akan for omo amane na omo amamre we bu ni nine we bu enimtia asa 29 dia we just say well he has kicked out and kicked against the customary law of the accounts. Point 20. The plaintiff Aves, Abusua Penny, Odasukasa, I say, the defendant's actions are calculated to mislead the public and solicit donations from unsuspecting and well-meaning Ghanaians.
One person
Under the false impression that the deceased has not yet been given a final funeral or purport to honor the deceased. Ahano, Abusua Penny say Oshe Papa si ni ya oyena. Odi kalabule bina odi asisha de no se odi ko jijiga na fo odi nana bi no odi ko jijiga na fo sika o misledi omu ajije omu sika ena wa sheda e kase Daddy Lumba no yensie ni papa mu e kwa o se e fa so sie no yensie no eti ono Papa Shino, Evangelist Papa Shino, Odin Nyansa Chrono, I don't know if I'm using the right expression. Odin Nyansa Chrono, Kwako Jijigana for Esika, create impression, say, that Lumba ni see any ye. Sana Abusua Penika. Odin Nyansa Chrono, Eddie Asem Kotugana for him. He said, "Dia yensie Daddy Lumba ye na dia de no dia ko jiji o musika." Say odi babe wawa odi babe she Daddy Lumba eni onyam. Abusua Penny na kasa semi. The plaintiff averts that under Akan customary law, the right and duty to organize the burial and funeral rites of a deceased family member vests exclusively in the larger family led by the head of family, and that any attempt by the defendants to organize another funeral constitutes a direct affront to his authority.
Hello.
Abusua Penny say, "Yeba akan amanye na mamremu omumrense mu a to me any akwenya aye di hihye yie koye yie no eda satumi ni akwenya no ehye ebusuafo no nsa asa ebusuafo no eye Abusua Penny na eye omu kindifo tieniye Abusua Penny say tumi ni akwenya ye di ye odihye eye ewo akan amamre mu no satumi ni akwenya no ewo ebusua no nipa na we film na we ebusuafo nsem na say ebusuafo no omu enim kindifo anomu ni odi omu enim kind a yo mu Penny no eyo no Abusua Penny. And that any attempt to the defendants Any attempt by the defendant to organize another funeral constitutes a direct affront to his authority. It will say, Adibia Papa Shi, person ye. So, Daddy Lumba ye. Eye enimtia odi bu ono abusuapani enimtia. So no John say e kuona pakoso ne sutafo abusuapani no. Se Papa Shi eko nenim eko yes art program na okana odi bebu ono enimtia. So ye abusuapani for the corner family. About all the can't mean to me, kind. Me only. I think that is it. Anna. About no. That means you'll be here. Hey. So, I said, no, I'm there to win. I share your thought with choosing yesuba. I said, near there, yes, three, at the same time. At the same time, I said, near yes, three, at the same time. Nina Shimbi. Me home baby, I must start here frimpo.
Very
But me baby sansem. Maybe some questions be answered. Maybe a line say I start here because a lawyer ban no abeka yon. Near church I remember audios of Ebu Champagne. It's a Ebu Champagne account on the letter no ye na yati. Ebu Champagne say ono no ye Ebu Champagne. Na Papa Shi peso bu na nimtia. They are caught aka. Oma caught from Oyerno. Eyi o ma ye dada. Papa Shi peso sanko ye ni bi. E Yesu okoye no ombesre ono Ebusuapani. Ombeji akwenya free ni ho. Omba ma ye ombeji ni nsam nhia. Omba mbeka nche no so kwakoye yi. Ose so hwe de Papa Shi ye na. Odi nyansa kro no epese okokọ jiji nkrofosika. No sheda ka se Daddy Lumba yi aya dada. Amansan na wiase afa na bebia enimsi aye na yi no. Wa sheda bopobi edi nsam tudwa. Said the other Lumba ye Emodi nyansa krono jiji nkrofo nsam sika. Sadia no ye na abnati I see you. Sadia no ye na Abusuapani say on twemano na odibu ne ni enimtia. Osanso kan say
please
Papa Shi eye ya okwakoye yi. According to Amania ni amana
na Papa Shi na ekoye yi na say Ebusuafo na ekoye yi.
Akan muno. Papa Shi anko any oyiria amamani amania ni mra kwan so no. Yaji na tum so Daddy Lumba yiria ye friend of Priscilla. Ofori aka Odobroni. Papa Shi anko no honi na anko dinkita ho honi na anko bon komo.
Abusuapani wa bodafo.
Se okwakoye ye bi se ana okoye program bi se afani kunu ne ho. Afe emma oni papa na wo no. Papa Shi ni mane so anko bon ho komo. Enso atie sim so okoye sa program.
Na se mane nso betumi aye omo yi.
Na se okoso koye sa program na odi bu ono Abusuapani odi bu no enimtia. Chese madwun sa mi ti ase. But my first question maybe Sani say, does this injunction have this suit? Does he have legal credence? Same way Abusuapani di court no. Or who point so this same way court na. who quite say Okokoji injunction edisi the maternal family of Daddy Lumba who quite say more money celebration of life and a year nana. Does this writ have any legal credence? Now, Sebane Busiapeni to me. How far does the Busiapeni to me no echo? If I the Koakosi. A Busiapeni to me a see Daddy Luma Ninyama and in a year penny and in a downfall. Ah, oh, for no. Ninyanum atam afanu esio se onuni omukasa mafo ono ebusuapeni no ni tumi etimi si omukwan sema omu enkoye eye nana. What's his name? AS Norma, you are muted for the live. Why? Kobe before from nako comment is man. Why? You are muted throughout the life. As a minimum with your gross science, no person with the meaning. A form. So, one person may report to account now. May mute you immediately, maybe. Patrol to us, Miss Remo. Mammy mute. Me mute is here throughout the life. Me block you, me mute you. I want to be in comment. Thank you. May I share comment session? And I make a Number 2. Asama Mikani say, Ebusuapeni ni tumino, ekwa kusihi. Ebusuapeni say, Papa she was sorry at 29 dear tia akaya mamre. Webune nimtia, onina member and come asana okakoya celebration of life. Was say you West you evangelist. Esa catcher man for say ono no jina Daddy Lumba ni maternal side no ono no jina kasa momo. Enyoma wa ye. It is 3 questions we lawyers ni bomba be answer. Lawyer Jumana wa ha ebema na chance one so kasa kakra. Ba me kasa no answer na me kai verdict and run. Questions are me true. Go on you. Me first question. Se wonua ana webusu ani ewu. Ah, ya ma we hu de kunu. That's the first thing. Se wonua ewu. Ah, ya ma we hu de kunu ya ma anye autopsy. Because ya ye bi dada. And I was one person umpe no person koye wa de ya ma anye. Se wonua ya ma we hu nanim because o call baby oda na busuapeni edi tumi akoto say ye ma wo ehu nanim eni se me ameka no ewo press release a enesina fosu e release ye nti e be jaxa posi mienu no na ehu fact no na ehu de ebeko. Number 3 afensu no enseme sisi ye ewo court na dia dins hunti no autopsy a we nyanye ukohwe unuane ni mu de lawyer ni nkrofo 4 koye nesina fosu ose odi nkrofo 4 ni lawyer eko transition manager catcher ni say busuapeni e di mra beto say obawa ma wo muma ni ehun Daddy Lumba. Mama na ehun no afei eye no wo mo ntimi amba waya na adwen se oba no abeye celebration of life ama ni nua no oni ebusuafo I want maternal side any evangelist papa shia wo mo yi na sio se oyo mo kasa mafo ono so no sesi ayesi omu ntimi enye sa de no nti let's watch the issues. Abusua penny essay omo bu enimtia eye no ma yedada. Omo entimi koye eye foforo biom. Ohu de omo koye ni se eye nyansa kro no omo pese omo de ko gege nkrofo sika.
Na no fa ne ho be.
Afei omo afo mo eni ni die amma Prislofori aka Odobroni. That number yeri amane ne amamre kwan so no ya gina tum se oye oyere prekope. Mra kwan so ya gina tum se oye oyere prekope. Oni that luba won ma. Papa she anko ne ho ne anko bon komo se okwa akoye celebration of life. Oni ne mane so anko bon komo se okoye omo papa celebration of life. And on no Abusua penny so one ban was on the bon komo se okoye celebration of life. It's Abusua penny see omo ma papa she e koso koye sade we ya. Ehenye yi. Tomo pese asembibia hono. Tumi e wo no omo fancy papa she akosia se wafosu enesina fosu eni wofa ya opoku kwan na wo mantimi ankoye sade na omo pese omo koye no. Mami dasu bisa se sa writ of summons we court to krata ya Abusua penny atra odi kopre akopeta bono e dia to celebration of life ne so no. Sa krata no e wo tumi ana owo ho akwanya so tumi yesa na afei so no se oye Abusua penny ema pakuso ne eko insutafo Abusua no owo tumi no se otumi siom kwama wo mu enkoye sa celebration of life na akan ni amamre mu no se oye Abusua penny ema pakuso ne insuta royal family na otumi si ebusuafo na kwan se momu nkoye bibi momu di hye na akan amamre mu nso no eye chiwade se ye bako a ye ntimi nya biom ana abacho nsem bebre na mebisa no utumi troto lawyer beba lawyer medu ha ye obedu a yebeka afe uni mobi a oni makan na amamre nsem a oye scholar obetimi invite no ba na o chem say we scholar in a can and we are na mafano ana ohima bi wa ha ana ohini bi wa ha oye asantini oye asantihima ana ohini bi owa ha ono so ubetimi request na mafa wa na comment na mehu na memfa wa embrada kan mu na be chechen amamre akan asanti amamre na yenso yenti ase friendship bibi ye twen ye lawyer no me bie line so ne abon komo afi me kofos na fosu ns na fosu ne ne press release am be kan wasem a e wo me wo ne so wa won hwe ye no me de brofo na beto obi o cha me de twi ne so be ba beto first na fosu de beto dwa se ensem bi ha na ehye ne bo a na eye ne yawsem abeka che yen se enkrofoni na monte tan ne so ka se onya kwanya se obehwe ne bra Daddy Lumba ne brother ba kope ne nua bema ba kope Daddy Lumba enim na so oye na dwen se onbehwe no obeka se sanse na ye keka fa ne ho no eye ntro na oye na dwen se opeso hu ni nua no epre no so opeso hu no several times and so occur transition funeral home occur transition funeral home say okope okako hwani nua nanim no odi ne lawyer koye esade enkrofo odi ne lawyer koye esade enkrofo 4 ananan ekoye se opese okohu ni nua Daddy Lumba no opese okohu nani enso kodu ono manager owo transition ho no eka che ne se Abusua penny ade mrabi abeto amomo se on pese obia beba behwe ana on pese mo bema ono enesina foso ye akosua Brempongmaa no obaba behwe Daddy Lumba enim our transition we a press release ono enesina foso ye akosua Brempongmaa edi beto udwa osa be kan se ya mana hwe ni nua nanim no ekoba ni se oda no ntumi nna na odi ya osu bebre It's a koya ni say bi ana we nya ni nua ni ma hwe kosi time e din be kwa kwhye form. Enu ti no ordinasem ebedan Accra High Court. Se wo mun be di na asem ma no. Sa time no din assembly ba ko ekọ assembly bia a ewo menhia okoka na nanom tam kese but anko amoano. It ordinasem ebedan Accra High Court. Sanka ofe no so na odiesi ebushapeni kwan semani nkosie ni nua no enkosi so obehu ni nua no e wonso no ye ma no injunction no yadi tabno no to eye ni so no after 1.5 hours no judge ni sign the chi ba ye be kan say ofre omo lawyer omo kofa no no esa court assembly bia ho ekoka che ni say o sisa emra odi to tabono a odi ato omoso no odi ato abusuapeni so no o sisem na jodi ka oni say bebo se court Friday sada no ebesi no e wo se enesi na fosu ana akosha Brempongmaa oni omo a eka omo ho no wo mun be tia court no omo fa sika ye 2 million Ghana cedis. I about $200,000. Within 1.5 hours, no, omo fa saska no, embetuo, and sign a court sa Friday no, came. So made me and fa saska na embetuo. Ebusapeni nkoso no nkoye ni yi. E wana mi jira na mi bisa se, akaya mamre mu no, e wo ho se obi dishiewu na we hu nanim we hu de ku no yama na kwanya mana nkohwehwem afi yama na kwanya mana amana ehu no se okokoye ye fufura ana okoye bibi se ye me hu celebration of life kameka ne sen okoye bibi e dia te ne dishie nanim a aka amamere no omo ogun kwan so musi nipa no kwan ana masem ni questions no another 4 that no me de beto se lawyer ba patron so wa na se wo ye ohima ana wo ye ohene ana wo ye churefo na wote akan amamere ase homamu de ena mamre kwan so de na se obeti aba app na ma sini pa ba kudu wa be shada ke mama wa be cheche asia ebe me de but answer na no
just or any be what TikTok on during verdict no church amamre mu or you my friend or they drop him na me nko send in the DM so beba na kwa ba be church mu why
okay
Man, fine. Fine.
Enti
yes
Abusua maybe for life La Jumana.
Yes, Mimia.
I know your jurisdiction is in the UK.
Yeah, but
general legal knowledge.
Akosha Sewa has made me has forced me to read. Unfortunately, has forced me to read. What I have realized from reading is that, you know, the UK law and it's about 90% is exactly the same. So, you know, what gets complicated is that Ghana does consider the customs and traditions as well as the law. For me, the burden of proof is on Abusua to prove, and it's a high standard. It's a high standard. It's a very high standard. Said that if the courts do not intervene, because this is not a right by law. This is an injunction. It's an equitable remedy. It's not a you know, there's a breach of contract case, you know, and you should tell them to do what they should. You know, it's a breach of contract, and therefore I'm owed damages. That's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with an equitable remedy. He's gone to court and he's asked for an equitable remedy, which is an injunction to prevent that, because he personally will suffer if that moved forward. Now, a lot of the account that he has given in his suit is very contradictory in my view. So one bit he says, I want you to give me a declaration that the final funeral has been conducted, because his only power is really on the final funeral rites and the body. Once that's done, with the Penny's power over Daddy Lumba's estate, the use of Daddy Lumba is no longer his right. Daddy Lumba's estate belongs to Daddy Lumba's, it belongs to Daddy, the person who's granted a letter of registration or grant of probate. So for me, this is called celebration of life. So in law, he has no actual real legal basis in law. But in terms of tradition and customs, this is not a legal remedy. This is an equitable remedy. He's saying the actions of these people are going to cause me this and therefore prevent them from doing it. And he's using customs. What I would say is, if this was another Abusua Penny that put this case in, he may have some basis in equity for a grant. But a lot of the things that he says, he did exactly the same thing to Makosa. There is in customs and tradition, because like I said, Akosa Sewa okay, maybe I'm saying too much. Akosa Sewa could be saying Minja Kasa.
Oh no, feel free, don't mind Sewa Kobi.
Okay.
Talk.
So if you understand in customs, in a custom, you have to formally see or be invitation to them to attend their husband's funeral. If you realize he didn't formally do so when he was asked, and he speaks too much. So when he was spoken to recently by Dom, he actually says, does she need an invitation? Does she need, so her kids came, so why she should come? So almost like the lack of respect and following custom doesn't apply to him, but he wants everyone else to do the same thing. So to me, if you're going and asking for equitable remedy, you have to come with clean hands. So you have to show the courts that you've done everything by the book. You've done everything, even the brochure, the funeral brochure alone will show the courts that he hasn't come to court with clean hands. So the reason why is because I personally, as a person who he mentioned the litigation process, and I would say if someone has come, remember this is a new claim. So Marcus said, well, I can bring her marriage certificate. She can bring a declaration that she's a lawful wife in Germany. She can bring everything that she needs to bring to show the judge, this is what's happened. This is the case. And essentially, this is how they represented me in the brochure. I was not formally under customs even invited. And the funeral was recorded. He has to be really a good lawyer will even get the tribute from from Priscilla and the way they conducted themselves at the funeral, which essentially is almost like a direct insult to the family in Akosa Sewa for wanting the court to essentially allow an injunction so they can investigate what is going on. Equally, we have to remember this. The court did grant injunction. They had good grounds to say suspend the funeral. And you're talking about immediate family going to court with good grounds and the equity to get an injunction. And the only thing that prevented them from getting an injunction is the fact that they thought that they needed to compensate the defendant before the grant is given. So let's make something very clear. The grounds for wanting this to be delayed was valid and would have been granted. But the judgment about his lack of cooperation with the family is in writing by a judge. His inability to listen to the family and the fact that the relationship has irretrievably broken down is in writing. Now, if you go back to the judgment around the first injunction, the judge was very clear. He had equally also lied to the reason why he was penalized, because he had lied about what action he had taken in court, which allowed the judge to say, hey, all these important people had been invited. it's just going to cause an inconvenience, and I'm going to be able to hear this case before the funeral. So don't worry, I'll hear the case in good time. And the family, never him, the family, the judgment is very clear. The family are the one who has to me, the family, the full family that has to move forward. He himself did not align his rules or how he dealt with the funeral in line with Akan customs. In terms of how you deal with kuna, how you perform kuna, that none of that was even complied with, okay? And instead, he moved ahead and he did what he wanted to do. Everything he had leveled in his petition is exactly what he has done. So in my view, my first argument is that he hasn't come to court with clean hands. And he's asking for equitable remedy. This is not a remedy he's entitled to in law. This is a remedy he's entitled to in equity. So to me, if you ask me, there is no legal basis of a right. Actually, his job is done. He's done the funeral. And equally, the thing that would prove that the defendant would be at a disadvantage, and equally, people ourselves would be at a disadvantage, is that he himself, around December time, or even before the November time, made it very clear on TV that he was happy for the March to go ahead and do the funeral in March.
Please tap on our screens, okay? I beg you. If you are down there, please tap on the screen.
He used the
share
word.
The light.
He even used the word funeral. So it is very contradictory, and for you to now say you feel essentially attacked because it hasn't, that you haven't been, that we are now moving ahead with funeral. You are fully aware that the family, you have been aware, and you have given your verbal consent on national TV to the family moving ahead and performing this. So it really...
Exactly. I was coming to that question that, so having a record or an audio conversation of him and, on UTV, he was like, he wants to bury Daddy Lumba. And after that, the family can go and take care of his estate. The family and the lawyers can take care of his estate.
Yeah.
His duty is to bury him. Then he was also interviewed on radio, where he mentioned that all he needs is to bury Daddy Lumba. And he doesn't really mind anybody going to do their own funeral. If they invite him, he will come. If they invite him, he doesn't have the time, he will not come. He doesn't really care, whatever, but they can do whatever. He wants to bury Daddy Lumba. So
somebody has asked.
I'll play the audio. When he said that, the presenter asked him that, Inti said, Ochneya na se papa she.
Yes.
Then he came back to, so I feel like he has, so my question is, can this audio or can this statement he made in his interview online, can it be used against him in court?
I think it can. I think it's a strong evidence. And if I was a lawyer, I would be putting all of that together and using, because you have given, and someone said, is it legally binding? But it's about giving assurance and an undertaking, and a person then reasonably rely on that undertaking. Remember, this is not a court of law based on you've broken you breached the law and here and this is about equitable remedy. You are going to court and you're asking for the judge equity to make a decision to prevent something. So it will look at all parties that will be harmed by the judgment, and will look at what you have previously done. If you have previously said that I will be happy for you to move ahead. Remember, we are in February. Move ahead and organize celebration of Lama in March, and I'll be happy with that. And so go ahead and do it. And he actually said it online, and it was Express Gifty that asked him the question on UTV, and he said, "I'm happy. I'll be fine. I just need to basically bury the body, and I'll be fine. And anyone can do whatever they want to do. They can do their own funeral, whatever they want to do. If it's here and I can make it, I'll come. If it's not."
He had another interview on Ezra Radio.
Yeah,
and said that anybody can do. He doesn't really mind.
So to me, then so it's actually him fighting with what I will say to you is, Mr. Penny is too invested in social media and the social media clout. because he's fighting with legal wives. He's not fighting with actually, because the thing is, he said he didn't mind. Now he minds because he feels that maybe he's not happy that that we're happy. I'm not sure, but what I will say to you is,
don't you also think that he feels that he has been sidelined? Maybe even if he doesn't really mind that they go on with that celebration of life. Don't you think he's feeling that as the head of family, he has been sidelined by the maternal family? And even though maybe he wouldn't have been involved, they didn't show him respect to, engage him in consultation, engage him to tell him, oh,
yesuba.
I think
we want to, oh, Nyambesiba, please don't.
I wanted to ask a question.
No. The time is not up for questioning. So, Jumana, I want to find out that, don't you think that he may be feeling some way?
I think so. I think 100% so. I think he's and it's genuinely that way. But what it is that he doesn't like the treatment he gave to other people. So what I want to say is that it's harder, like I said, in another circumstances. If another situation with another Abusua penny, if he goes to court, they would have been able to claim that, hey, why are you treating me this way? Well, I've done nothing wrong. But in this particular circumstances where he has intentionally sidelined, remember this, he's intentionally sidelined and decided to work only with the second wife. And he's intentionally, ask yourself the question, the brochure, how much involvement was Mama Peko Sasewa involved in it? Can he provide evidence that he sent her a request for her to do her tribute? Can he provide, and remember this is not yesterday. Can you provide evidence that this will all be, if I was in court, this will all be something that I would want him to prove. The burden is on him. Can he send that he formally, under Kant's tradition, invited the first wife, and everybody knows in Ghana, the first wife had to me more than the second wife.
Jumana, that is public knowledge because there's a video circulating of Abusua Penin and Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Inviting Akosia Sewa to the funeral as the wife of Daddy Lumba. And on UTV, he admitted that when he heard that Akosia Sewa was at Kempon's residence, he went there and actually spoke to her, invited her presented drinks to her, inviting her to the funeral.
No, that was different. It was
announcing
1 week ago.
Announcing the passing of what do you call it? Announcing the passing of Daddy Lumba. Okay, people are writing it was the 1 week. Announcing the passing of Daddy Lumba. And then he also told her that when he went to Daddy Lumba's residence, there was a woman with children there. So he doesn't want her to come for them to do it, but he want them to, handle things amicably, for everything to be done, peacefully. And then later they'll look into issues. So I think it is public knowledge that he had attempted that.
No, but that's different.
You think that?
No, what he did is public knowledge that he acknowledged that she was a wife, and he acknowledged that she needed to be informed about the death of her husband, which he did. It's also public knowledge that he begged the wife to allow Priscilla to engage for peace. And it's public knowledge that the wife agreed to that. When he decided to provide a date, and she explained that the date is not consistent with, she's got a full-time job. Sometimes you finish your annual leave, the kids are in school. When the actual funeral when you actually decide on a funeral date in the funeral, you're supposed to do, if someone else is here, because I've been doing my reading, but always seen a year for the funeral, actual funeral. So he was supposed to do the traditional second, and you have to ask him, the second, a formal invitation out of respect and courtesy, but he did not do that. He did not perform his duty and go and visit a year properly. So is it difficult for him to say she's invited when he has no proof that he actually invited her? And equally, he was on TV.
I'm saying that, so I'm always confused when I'm talking about
Is the word confused? Like I'm always caught and torn in two halves when I'm talking about Bushampeni, because we all heard when Bushampeni spoke about if Akosha comes to apologize, then she can be considered
exactly
to go through the so I don't know why now there is this insistence that he's been ignored and all that. If he actually consulted with all of the factions in the family before proceeding with that Lumba's funeral and burial, and did what he was supposed to do, why do we have internal wranglings as we speak?
Because he didn't. The truth of the matter is, he's also saying that he was given permission to me to move forward with the funeral. No, he was told, go and do what you have to do, but we're not going to be involved in it. So they didn't accept his drinks or anything because they were making it clear to him, sir, do it, but you're not doing it in line with customs. You're not doing it in line with what we're supposed to. We're not even going to, essentially come and support it. So I think I wasn't there, so I can't tell. All I saw was one king and his wife that turned up to it. Who was long-term friends with Odobroni and Lumba. So only one of them turned up. All of them decided not to turn up, including his own chief and his own king did not turn up to the funeral. So to me, we will have to have very good, strong attention to detail. But to me, in equity, like I said, it's hard to argue something when you have done it to that person. That's the reason why they use the phrase, you have to come with clean hands in equity. So if you have done the same thing to someone else, you cannot then say you expect them to treat you differently. Because let me also make it clear, the court said they should both do kuna. He on national TV categorically said, including his own lawyers who've written this petition, said that it's up to Busapeni and the court about the patch or dia, and they'll see. So they made it clear and humiliated her on national TV that she would have to apologize before they even allow her to do kuna in her. So to me, oh, okay. Yesuba me patch. Almost say enjoy. Was it enjoy kasa? You're muted. I can't hear you, Yesuba. I can't hear you.
Joanna.
Yeah.
So ma ebimusun kasa kakra.
Yeah.
Please, me bacho and then me mount time at this when this one time this one me meet you. No me see you. Me mount 2 minutes. Either will be some question and I'll tell you. But question no cry lawyers no mumbai. Sisiana me lawyer ne kasa. Or she or nam kwan so kakra me man 30 minutes to do fear. Obejo ene. Ti ye ni juma na kasa kakra. Juma na kasa in law no. Bonhodi water. In equity nisono. Na assembly a okano, agis ono so be prove say oye de esefata. Into no so SSC ye de esefata mano. Into no na yes sister Jumana oye lawyer or UK. Any abebo hon komo. Maybe akwenya maybe lines when obi awa adinchira. Ima 2 minutes. Who question apart to lawyer ba no webisano. Aha. So Bisana said it to me and said the answer. But the lawyer neighbor, it's me continue Jumanye.
Yes, but can I ask
mirror
a
meeting
question? Oh, sorry.
Mirror meeting will me make it. Yeah. I think, sir, make me a casa. I get to a bina messy phone. Mirror meeting. I think that the American Jumana are cunning and the little that I'll add is that in a Akan tradition, Abusua on your autonomous. He doesn't even fit to stop the immediate family from the way almost celebrate and answer almost handle the legacy of blood now. Abusua a extended family and Abusua and the lawyer Fatima, they need to know, say, Se family ewo honoma ye etise kwaye. Usi madue bia o babia esi. Enti none of the family members no and a bona fide property to Abusua.
Yeah.
Before Abusua na or that gate no. Obetimi awura efie bim ewo Abusua no mu no. I just saw bago. Meaning he has to sit down with the immediate family no and penifo immediate family no to decide for them. Abusua do not impose their ono person oye ewo immediate family biya so because ye kwa Abusua no ma ye wo series of immediate families in the family and Abusua na that gate no ano enti se Abusua no e di bibi be pia abonten a na immediate family no ene no adwen ho akobenkrom ni na adwen ho aye baako before omama go ahead for the family head to do their own wish.
Thank you for the gift. Thank you.
So
Abusua time no.
Okay, so Abusua and his lawyers, they have to know that Abusua is not autonomous in a tradition. Secondly, me pay solution part no, in Casa Bebre no, because here Casa looks like there's no solution. I would urge, say, immediate family no. Ebetro to Abusua so see you know person dey share form or dey na share form awie ni ade a he should desist from anything Kojo legacy because Kojo enya Abusua ne ba panin ena Abusua nya Kojo ba Abusua enya the direct brother any Kojo enti sefa na chire the legacy na japa ono na ebetna say oh afibia ebe say no he has no right and you trauma no say on desist from anything Kwajo Fosu no munyo peace of mind because he's doing too much. He has no right as to that point. Thank you. I shall bet me.
Me pacho oba me ma 2 minutes. When did 2 minutes this one? Yamba siba.
Yesuba, wouldn't fair, mammy. Let me see me be the question. One my man is that. I finish no, I jump me.
Question, no, you want to put a baby and Sassa.
I know what jump me. I come be our no dear or no committee. Now, me too, me committee, and it's not fair.
Oh, there be man, yes, sir.
Maybe I'm lost west. I'm lost of west because near Papa Yenny dear. Because on one a catcher say, on no dear, your pair say. Ne juma ne se ono kan yo se ne juma ne se odi Kojo ebe kokoshe fom odi na koshe fom nti se si ade ebe biu ena me bi se o this is it not the time say particular family no omumpie no omumra court no betia papa we no onja ne oya na because court case here odi echi de me mentias you honestly mentias because we see we juma as Abusua panyin se ubesie nipa no wakosie nipa no wewie eze se de babio usie nipa no ne yire a one netena for several years ne yire no amabi nessa this is the opportunity ne yire ne sister penya antimi amabi ne uncle amabi immediate family o ma amabi nessa omo pese omo ye bibi di shen omo brother omo family member omo nua no enumonyama edie na okoye true kan no sesi anomi I only feel say a year no ye na anya yie no ofere so obi beye bibi a be efe na egu n'anim ase that's why he's in court me de ne minima no enya sa yeah na so obi so beye bibi a which one is your problem even for more needed body no they just want to celebrate him so what's your problem now I didn't put in a papa with problem intermediate midi manusi no papa no say family nankasa mutimi bakot ho no mo be dinance no as Abusua panyin na ye ho ntoye mewie
I mean sharp you better go straight to Elizabeth and I'm a corner line by line Pacho opeso obe kasa no request no ma foul Pacho, a do so now, cha, me the bemo bio. A do so. Elizabeth, are you there? Elizabeth. Okay. Efiasila, are you there? Pacho, me friend no and family you na what's our request? Efiasila, are you there? Okay. Equia packaging. Equia packaging. Equia packaging. Okay. No swada. That's him crying. Henrietta. Hey, any other thing mobile that can him? Oh, you can't hear me. Tell now, Moncasa.
Oh, wait.
Mimi cakes. Mimi.
Okay, yes, well, Nichiao. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, yes, but Pacho, non person bisa okay, lawyer ni ho. But non person me bisa in case na say mami akosiamba no. Omo decide say omo person omo ye bibi ma omo papa eno so no ebusua pay no. Or who kwan so omo kwan na. If the kids want to do something for their father na. And also so no sa na ebusua pay him be ya na me Pacho. Eno na person me.
Me there. But from the way I was trying to rate no. O claim say I was saying baby in consultation with him because power ya this year nipa to me na kwenya ya this year nipa esa edi ye na yie no e wo nipa na ebusua fo nsem e no no ye sa ebusua no ti nti ansa na wo beba se wo ba be bibi sa no e wo se wo beji ni nsem nhira one ni beba nkomo no no ma wo ni nhira ansa na wo betimi akoye sa na busua peni pese oche Tin kolani kra ba e bia kolani kra yes o mo koye bibia.
Me pa chon table pay no person just on need the soul a year of the family just without no family member be any who kwan so ye bibia na. Is it?
O say lawyer Beka say lawyer Jumana ka say as a busia penny no only autonomy say onu kwa ebe take decision. Am I busiani na e so na busiani tenase. No mo bobo asem ne ho. Ansa no makoye nti oni sa autonomy ni se onu kwa be sie gine mu akoye ade no da bi oso ne omunya edin kita ho pa onu so na asem aka ni se omo ni na ma medin kita ho nti na onu so eden opre ni di brese onu no ye peni ti o say wo mu recognize no as such.
Okay, yes, Baba Darcy. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Barnabas.
Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? You all right?
I'm good.
Yeah. No,
one too much.
Barnabas time, Mr.
Hello.
Obia meeting where Barnabas time, Pamcho.
Yo.
Hi, yes.
Barnabas, 2 minutes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, with the explanation you've just given, which means he has a right to do what he's doing. Otherwise, what I can say is the man is just winding them up and no one is realizing that. He doesn't measure his success with what he's doing. He measures it with the reaction of the people. You see, what we're doing here now, that's his success. So I think it's the family, the rest of the family that need to come together, go to him and ask of the permission, as he's saying, and everything will be fine. That's what I think.
Okay, and what if they go to him and he says no, they shouldn't do it?
Yeah, that is if. Until they do that,
let's play the devil's advocate.
This is just
what you are saying is neither here nor there. Because when they go to the Bushape, the Bushape say they cannot have a food.
Guys, Charlie, I mean, yes, how? Obia, do so amen kasampacho, manen kasa, and
who is talking? Who is asking?
I'll give him back his 1 minute. Barnabas, I'll give you back your 1 minute. I beg you.
All right. No,
actually, Drew so anu akasa. Why? Who are rebata or the okano one? Drew so anu rebati.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
What I was saying is, that explanation you gave, the authority he got in the family, I'm just thinking that if this is who he is, if that's the position he occupied, then why can't the rest of the family go to him and ask for that permission? And then you said, what if they go and he said no? And we say we're just assuming. We cannot tell if he said no or not. Remember, he did say that all he has to do is to bury the earl. And after that, anyone has everything to do, they can do it. So they can base it on that.
Something bothers me here, and I'm waiting for lawyer Boatin to come. When they wanted to do the funeral, and there were contentions and controversies concerning what killed Daddy Lumba, autopsy, the date for the funeral and all that, we heard in this same media that people were even withdrawing money without the consent of other members that were appointed to do so. So, if we will go by facts that are in the public domain, Abusua Penning too, at some point, worked unilaterally without consulting with the family. So I don't know why he is now concerned about him not being consulted with before certain things are being done.
Okay.
So where you are saying that they have to go together and ask him, I'm saying this to say that it will look as if then he actually worked unilaterally, disregarding them, and then now it is their turn, and they will now have to go back to him and do that, which I don't think is fair. Or what do you think?
Okay, now if that's what you're saying, then I understand you. Because I only picked the first point that you made.
So it's a building on its own, yeah.
That he is the head of the family and everything has to go through him. So I'm just basing my argument on that. So if he said that, then that's what's okay. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Barnabas, for coming through. Ebacho, when the person rebats, what do time in the yana and how do time the Bembe your submission? Waka. It is a tight corner. Hello.
Me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Me say no problem. Me the time mission. Me say it should be me say. Can you hear me? It should be the last thing the family should thought of. Say, omubekwa kotina se ne Abusua penyi no. Na say omuba be Daddy Lumba eye ne Abusua penyi na decide say omu green light say omu nkoye eye no. Have we forgotten say those time no papa na ba out the car say ono wie Daddy Lumba eye pe we wie oni obi ani hweye. Now one out two enum to say so we a year now where you say where you say if you be able and then as I say almost about the second funeral who said the Umushimana that should tell you say this man have some personal interest in the thing and I am talking no all pekeke. Why? Of a pokunu and no sister ba. I will say I can't call channel adding and no sister ba we say I can't call channel. Of a poku, no sister Bano, on to me now, say, or yeah, no sister be ye. O quiet moi, a dear beer, one a dear. The fact that we are a family as a whole no, doesn't mean, say, a ya una woman. O beer, one you tea. Minjin this a Daddy Lumba, no chinankasa, a wohono, a Abusua penny. It is just like Ebusuano biya no group near Jaba together. Near say Ebusuano, Unaya say we a chairman, and now no a penny into DNU. So you cannot decide. So let me ask this question. Who your part say Sebu say Daddy Lumba man say oh your papa we your person your party be my papa.
Me pacho
a program be my papa. And by force say young
me pacho Ashanti Queen aba life nti Mama men kate no mesan ba life this year na yem peke omo life na yen hu de omo ede ba why. Enso nka nipa wo so pa 92. I think say nka nipa wo so. Mummy entie de Ashanti Queen so de ba. Unsa ha na omo kire wo mo adwen. Menya sure say lawyer ne na ekasa na me sorry kakra. Lawyer ne na ekasa amontro na me.
Letter say he's no longer their family. Omuko quarter.
Oh, sir. Yes, sir. Me kwa mama me break it down, mama.
Ma Brempongmaa mu. They don't.
Yeah, yes, yes, omo be no. Yes, omo etu no. Onye busuan pani biem. Me fa sa life no ukọ me YouTube a. Fa da si an be break news ne bo audio. Bia ye maame Brempongmaa baba ko ne be break news ne say aye ne beba so. Na wohwe akoto ho no beka so enyo mabusuan pani no mo etu no. Bibi sa enti no. Team legal for munya botere bibia be yeku why. Enti mummy enko na me fa Ashanti Queen na emra back why. Mesamba si why.